All right, officially, let's begin the Q&A. Inner Circle Telegram gang, yes. Hi, James, meet and greet in Dubai. There's not like a meet and greet that I know about just yet. Whether there's going to be a book signing or not, I will let you know. Stephen, I've lost 20 stone and I'm struggling to lose more and keep motivation. Well, how much more do you have to lose? What is the best pace for jogging? I have no idea. I'm not much of a running coach, but you know, some people like to stay. When I used to run, I used to like to stay on like heart rate 2, I think it is. I don't know, it depends on the goal, isn't it? Depends on the goal. Just wondering what your thoughts on what you should do. Ab core workouts as part of a 3-6 day split. So whenever I program, I always put the most important things first. It's always the big compounds. Then I always usually go, if I'm doing a full body split, I usually go lower than upper. Then I do isolations, whether it's glutes, calves, whatever. Core work, I don't put that much in, but I put more anti-extension stuff like stirring the pot or hanging leg raises or whatever. When you should put them as part, it depends on the program. If you're not following a program, I would then recommend following a program. I sell programs that I think are very, very good. If you want to look at that, jamesfithacademy.com. Hi, James, nutrition and type 2 diabetes. There's no question there. What do you want to know? Can you explain the benefits of bulking and cutting? It seems to be a lot of hard work can be avoided. Yeah, John. So pretty much at any given point in time, you're either going to be getting bigger or smaller. So you're either, anabolic or catabolic. Now, unless you've got it on, like locked it down, you're like living at maintenance. So it's about understanding the benefits to being in each. So let's say if you're eating more calories than you need, it probably makes sense to, try and build muscle. So let's say you're like, look, I'm away from home. I'm going to be eating a lot. I'm eating out a lot. I'd say, hey, why don't you just train every day and try and build as much muscle as you can? In other areas, you might say to yourself, right, okay, I've got 3 months ahead of me. I just want to lose some fat. Wanting to build muscle in a fat loss phase is probably a bit naive. Looking to lose fat in a time or period that you're not going to be able to stick to your diet, probably naive as well. All right. Hi, James. How long will you drive for a good BJJ gym? About an hour. It takes me about an hour to get to training for London, but Can I adapt the calorie deficit idea to my teenager without becoming a number obsession at a young age? Yeah, of course. There's plenty of ways that you can dress this up. Like, if your daughter needs to lose weight, obsessing over her calories could potentially be an issue, but being overweight is probably more of an issue. So it's about finding the better of two evils here, So you could reduce the amount of meals she has. You could reduce the window in which she eats. You could reduce do calorie swaps. You could swap her Ben & Jerry's for low calorie ice cream. There are so many different things you do. You could get to join a sports team, get her to hit a step count. There are plenty of ways to do it. I educate people with this, jamesfithacademy.com. Andrew, 3 weeks in your program, would you expect changes, however little? I'm a big man. Well, Andrew, have you lost any weight so far? Is that your goal? Tell me a bit more. We've been doing a YouTube video on how to grow leads for online coaching. Yes, but I'm trying to help out PTs. I've got that little Telegram group. Probably won't be on this Q&A, but it's a big, long conversation. I'll try and give you guys as much, but probably we're going to have to get into a room and go for like 8-9 hours. But that's the whole reason of me helping coaches with their kind of strategies, so that you can see that I know what I'm doing, and then you'll come to one of my business talks. I've got a small waist, big back, but my legs make it impossible to fit into most trousers. How can I lose weight off my thighs and calves, or is this something I always have to deal with? So this is a dude that wants to lose weight off his thighs and calves. Mate, stretchy jeans. Get stretchy jeans, you'll be laughing. I love cable work. Is there any benefit to cable work over other variations? Beth, so imagine this, right? When use cable work, often you get constant tension. So let's say you've got a tricep, you want to do a tricep exercise, you've got a cable, tricep cable. There's tension on my tricep, I straighten my arm, there's tension on the tricep, it's coming all the way back. Whereas if you were to do like a dumbbell kickback, there's no tension on the tricep until you extend and you go through a slightly different strength curve. Some exercises I much prefer using a cable. For instance, I like using dumbbells more for bicep, but cables more for triceps. But it's going to be different depending on it. And then there's personal preference on top of that. Sarah, did you get a degree to join the fitness industry? No, I did a personal trainer course, slightly different. I did like a 6-week course and then learned the rest. Chris, it's my birthday today. Happy birthday. On week 4 of the JC Challenge and loving it. Thanks for offering a strength-based program. Mate, I'm glad you're enjoying it. For any of you that don't know, I'm writing a 1-year strength system. It's called the James Smith Strength System. You can get it from my coaches for free on the trial, jamesfithacademy.com. What are the best exercises to build muscle in the upper body in your opinion? I've got all your books, love your work. Thanks. Matteo, best exercise to build muscle in the upper body. Tell me your dad left his iPad in the study without telling me your dad left his iPad in the study. So for this, interesting one. I'll probably go dumbbell bench press. Dumbbell bench press, something push exercises, probably slightly inclined dumbbell bench press and dips. So then you've got a good push up and a good push down. If you went any further pushing up to shoulder press, you might negate the ability to build your pecs when it's coming to, and I'm not exactly like fucking some staunch bodybuilder, but that's what I would say. I would also say for back, I'd get into some form of rows. I do love a trap bar bent over row, and maybe part of me wants to say chin up, but it depends, even band assisted chin ups for those of you, I would say then you've got a nice pull in and a nice pull down. I could be wrong. I'd say those compounds, 100%. Can you still lose weight while drinking and eating takeaways on the weekend? Yes, but you're going to make it so much fucking harder. If you're drinking and eating takeaways on the weekend, one, to counteract those takeaways, you're going to have to eat like such a boring fuck during the week. And if you're drinking, you're going to be fucking your sleep. And your sleep is very, very important for, hunger. It's going to be important for, making sure it's fat you're losing and not muscle. It's important for how you feel, your energy, your performance, your recovery, so many things. So it's possible. I just wouldn't recommend it. Goal is to lose weight, same at the moment, no movement. In that case, Andrew, I might reduce your calories further. Andrew Clark, if I may ask, what is the amount of calories you are currently on? Any advice for someone that trains hard but can't get their diet under control? This is me a lot of the time. This is probably me right now. So I am in a period of my life where I'm living at my mum and dad's. I'm not going to be getting any marvelous gains on anything. I'm just trying to stay alive on my book tour. So for me, I'm not losing sleep over the fact that, my body fat percentage is higher than I'd like it to be. So if I can't get my diet under control, I'm not going to try and control it. What I'm going to try and do is get my training under control, make sure I turn to training and that I'm, putting in the work there. So probably that is the way I'm saying it. Okay, I look like a ballet dancer in skinny jeans. Maybe right, I didn't say skinny jeans, I said stretchy jeans. Right? You get stretchy jeans that aren't skinny or make you look like a ballet dancer. Yes. All right. I have a lot of muscle wastage in my legs after surgery. Weight loss and illness. What's the best way to address this? Loving the new book. Thank you very much. Hope you recover from your surgery well. You need to find something. This is my advice to everyone, whether it's confidence, life, business, fitness. Find out where you are at, then work forward from there. So let's say you've lost loads of strength in your legs or lower limbs, whatever it is. Let's say, wait, by the way, if you haven't hit like already, if you haven't hit share, hit share. So let's say you've lost loads of muscle in your leg, used to be squatting, now you can barely stand up and sit down. Cool. Let's start there. Maybe a 12-inch plyometric box, sitting down and standing up 10 times. How's that? Oh, it's about 7 out of 10 difficulty. Can you do it 4 times? Yeah, sweet. Start there. Then what? Over time, take the reps from 10 to 12 for a couple of weeks. Then what? All right, we're going to go back down to 10 reps, but we're going to hold a 4 kilogram weight. Cool. How hard's that? Oh, it's 8, 9 out of 10. So it's just about working from that. Okay, we're 2 months in. What am I going to go to? We're going to take the weight away and go to a rear foot elevated split squat for 6 reps on both legs, whatever it is. So yeah, you want to start off with higher volume, lower intensity, and move on from there. All right. If in a calorie surplus, may as well build muscle. Actually, it's like a different way of looking at it. Yeah, it's same for me, right? So I feel pretty shit all the time because I've not been eating that well. So what I do is I'm like, well, James, if you go to the gym for 45 minutes and smash some weights, this is the best position you're going to be in to build muscle for a long time. Been the whole journey, lost over 200 pounds, now I'm finding to build some muscle, limited by finding out I have lactose gluten issues. Can't physically eat calories in a day. Advice. If you've lost over 200 pounds, if you've got lactose gluten issues, can't physically eat calories in a day. I don't know, if I'm honest. If you lost 100 kilograms, fucking well done to you. Hell of a journey. Just try and get stronger then, maybe. Don't worry about if you can't eat the amount you need. You'll still be able to get stronger. Maybe email me if I haven't cleared that up. Branched chain amino acids, worth it? Not really. Maybe in elite athletes, if you gave them branched chain amino acids, you might help them with a bit of soreness, but nah, I don't think that's really the way to go. What's the best daily mobility or stretching exercise you could do for jiu-jitsu? Got tickets to see you tomorrow in Dublin. Jack, I'll see you tomorrow in Dublin. I don't do that much. Sitting in a squat, probably sitting in a squat, that's it. When are you next on tour in the UK giving talks? The weekend after next, the 15th, Exeter is my last talk in the UK for maybe like a year, maybe 2 years. So yeah, come to Exeter, I hope. I know you talk about the testosterone you wrote a video. What's the test that you started taking? I started taking Tonka Ali. I started taking ashwagandha. I started taking the sort of stuff, but life got in the way. I'm actually going to be doing a video about that. So it's very difficult for me to, I didn't do blood work before taking these testosterone supplements. I felt amazing after taking them, but I stopped drinking, I was sleeping well, I was eating a lot better. So it's very difficult to distinguish. And I will be in the next coming months actually trying out different stacks of supplements for productivity, things that are going to help me cognitively. And I will be sharing those with you as well. All right. Hi, James. Bump into your Osby England in July. I remember, yes, branching amino acids worth it. Oh, yeah, I just answered that one for you. Should I be taking creatine and trying to lose weight? You can do. You can do. You can do. Ashley McLoon, I'm on your 12-week challenge. Ash, right, we go through this every 12-week challenge, right? You think I'm not going to remember you, right? You got kicked out of the challenge before last because you're trying to poach people, unless there's two people called Ashley McLoon, right? I know you are. I know you got that purple display picture on Instagram. You got chucked out one for trying to poach clients from inside. Then on the last one, we had a bit of an issue. If this is the same Ash McLoon, I'm not sure if you're pulling my leg or this is satire. But wait, stop it, all right? Stop it. I know you're a PT and you're in my challenges, and I know some of the suggested posters you've been putting in the Facebook group, you've been trying to poach people. I know what you've been doing. Wasn't born yesterday. You told me you weren't a PT, but then I looked at the link tree on your profile and you do coaching. So I'm not going to answer your question because we've fallen out. You may not know we've fallen out, but I said to you a couple of times, oi, stop it. Looking forward to seeing you next time. I love the Matt Fraser episode. What's the lowest calories you can do for sustainable weight loss? I go down to about 1,600 when I really want to shred. But I can't do that every day for weeks or months. So like sometimes when I go back to Australia, I'll get into the office at like 7 a.m. And sometimes I'll work through to like 5 p.m. just doing bits and I won't eat. And then I'll have a protein bar, go jiu-jitsu, come out, have like a 1,500 calorie meal. I do that for a few days, my weight goes. But yeah, I can't hold that for too long because it just wipes me out. Most reliable way to measure body fat percentage. Don't, Beth. I know this sounds really stupid, but like, what? Are you in DEXA, bod pods, immersion, fat calipers? Fuck that, right? I look at my weight every day and I can tell when I'm getting leaner. I can tell photos, how I feel, how clothes fit, all of these things. I don't like the idea of body fat percentage. You know, it just doesn't make sense. I don't like it. All right, how long do you work out for in the gym? 45 to 60 minutes? Would you recommend Tonka Ali for the normal person? Try it out. Why not? The science seems to back it up. Do you take anything for bet? Ash, what have I told you? All right, I'm not answering your questions. You know, I'll ban you from that group. I don't know. I think I might have banned you on Facebook and you find me every time. Where'd you get your Tonka Ali? Online? Do you think people are saying about Conor Ben being, I don't know about that. Truth about getting a six-pack. Very low calories for most people, right? It's going to be low calories. For some people, get it easier than others. Look at me, for instance. I'm not sure how many of you have seen me in a pair of budgie smugglers. I have very lean arms and legs. So for me to get a six-pack, I have to go very, very low. But my legs, even when I'm, you know, say I've got 6 kilograms of body fat, I still have striations of veins in my legs. So it depends on the person. Some people don't ever have lean legs and they have abs. James, my current calorie is 2,700, 249 grams protein. What would you suggest as a reduction? Andrew, not sure if you've seen a video that I've done on this, but 249 grams for you is probably going to be overkill. So the amount of grams of protein that you need for your goal for fat loss won't need to be that high. What I would recommend is that we now aim for your height in centimeters, in grams. Yeah. Because your weight is pushing your protein target too high. 2,700 calories, I'd say let's bring that down to 2,300, which is a bit of an aggressive decrease. And I'd do that for another 2 weeks. Mate, if you haven't lost fat, substantially bring your calories back that far, let me know. But we've not wasted time. We've just found out what is too high. And you probably haven't felt like shit either. You know what I mean? Why is it so dark, Max says? Well, I've actually done the camera settings to make it look like that, so you can't see all the embarrassing pictures of me from when I was a kid. When you do a podcast, can you do a little intro and outro? I feel like it just starts and ends. Yeah, but it's a bit, I don't like that. You want like a jingle? Like, dun, 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 welcome to the James Smith podcast. Hey, today, guys, like, when you see your mates, you don't get a jingle, do you? You're like, oh, Dave, just bumped into you at the pub. Dun, 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 welcome, Dave, to the pub. It's just all, I don't really like television. It's all fake, isn't it? It's all fake television. I think jingles feel fake. So, yeah. What do you think of intermittent fasting? I think it's a good tool to help reduce the amount of food coming in. We're going to do the last few minutes. If you haven't like already. If you haven't, share. Hey, James, my goal is to build muscle. Maybe don't skip breakfast. Hey, James, my goal is to lose fat. Maybe skip breakfast. That's hard luck. Do you take any vitamins or minerals daily? What are they? Yeah, at the moment in tablet form, I take fish oils, vitamin D, because you're not going to get a lot of that in the UK. Fish oils, vitamin D. I take a probiotic and a vitamin C. Okay, you're going to get on Warzone 2? Nah, it was never, the original Warzone was the best, wasn't it? What are your thoughts on carnitine? I don't recommend carnitine. Do you have any tips for a beginner hitting plateau? In what? Lifting heavy for toning loose skin. No. Loose skin. Is it loose skin? If it's loose skin, I don't know if changing the weight in which you train is going to change it. You can try building muscle, but building muscle is going to be a combination of several things. I suppose it depends on the bigger picture. Would you ever move back to the UK for good? I change a lot. I'm always different versions of myself. Like James at 25 is very different to James at 30, who's very different to James at 32. But this version of James doesn't see that happening. Let's say that. All right. Surely you get adequate amounts of vitamin C within diet. Maybe, but I got sent the supplements by George Cruz, the England rugby player, and it's his supplement company. And I thought, why not? Why not? Okay, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. This is where I plugged you for 30 seconds. I'm leaving you a link at the bottom. If you want to consider checking out my app, it's called jamesacademy.com, and the link for it is over there. And yeah, you can get a program for free. Some of you are like, oh, what do I do with the program? Let my coaches and I provide you one for free. Then if you want to join, you can join. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Cool. Thank you very much for tuning in. And one more thing, while I'm hitting you with that, if you're not getting my world famous daily emails, I put a link down for them there. I might even pin that bad boy. And then you get an email from me every day. And I promise never to spam you. So, yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll get some of these done more frequently. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a pleasure, never a chore. Goodbye.